In a time when the British monarchy has long been synonymous with its grandeur, its deeply rooted traditions, and its steadfast commitment to royal duties, it is hard to imagine the institution undergoing significant change. Yet, in what feels like a dramatic shift that few could have predicted, the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Catherine, have chosen to make a move that challenges not only their royal duties but the very foundations of the British monarchy itself. For those who have followed the royal family's history, it was long assumed that the future of the monarchy would be carried on by a system deeply entrenched in tradition. This meant living in the grand palaces of London, attending elaborate state events, and adhering to a lifestyle that placed the crown above all else. However, in a stunning and unprecedented turn of events, William and Catherine, often referred to as the golden couple of modern royalty, have made a decision that is being called not only groundbreaking but also indicative of a new royal era. It is not merely a lifestyle change. This is far from a passing whim. What William and Catherine have chosen to do is reshape the very expectations of what it means to be part of the royal family. Their decision to leave the grandeur of Kensington Palace and opt for a more modest, secluded existence in Windsor signals something far more profound, a conscious break from the traditional path expected of them. In doing so, the Prince and Princess of Wales are preparing for a future that appears vastly different from the royal lives lived by previous generations. For centuries, the monarchy has been intricately tied to the streets of London. The grand palaces, Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace, and St. James's Palace, have always been the official residences where the royal family made history. It was here that royal weddings, coronations, state dinners, and high-profile visits took place, each event marked with tradition and ceremony. These majestic homes have been the stage for some of the most remarkable moments in royal history. So, when news broke that the Prince and Princess of Wales were leaving Kensington Palace for a more modest home in the quieter town of Windsor, it sent shockwaves through both royal circles and the general public. This is not just about moving from one residence to another. This is the first time in modern history that a future monarch and his consort have chosen to step away from the historic capital, instead opting for a life of seclusion and privacy, away from the ever-present media scrutiny that surrounds the royal family. William and Catherine's decision to move to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor Castle is one that has ignited a firestorm of speculation, leaving many to wonder why they have made this bold choice and what it means for the future of the monarchy. Adelaide Cottage, a four-bedroom home nestled in the grounds of Windsor Castle, is not a residence the public would typically associate with royal life. It is small by royal standards, humble even, and lacks the grandeur and opulence expected of a royal residence. But it is here, in this understated cottage, that William and Catherine have chosen to raise their three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, away from the harsh public gaze. The move represents a marked departure from the royal tradition of raising heirs in the lap of luxury. Adelaide Cottage itself is a picturesque property with a rose-hued facade, located a short distance from the iconic Windsor Castle, which has been home to the royal family for generations. Yet while the cottage offers a sense of peace and quiet, protected from prying eyes, it also comes with its own unique set of challenges and mysteries. Just a stone's throw from the family's new home sits an intriguing and almost eerie neighbor, Adelaide Lodge. A grand, but abandoned, estate that was once part of architect John Nash's design for the Royal Lodge, this imposing structure has stood vacant for decades. While no official plans have been made to renovate or restore the lodge, speculation persists as to why this historical property remains so neglected. Some believe that the royal family has deliberately avoided any renovation work, choosing instead to maintain the privacy of the area. Others wonder whether the lodge holds a deeper significance to the royal family, one that has yet to be revealed. While the Adelaide Cottage offers William and Catherine an ideal space to escape the public eye, it is clear that their choice of location is anything but ordinary. The proximity to Adelaide Lodge raises questions that remain unanswered. Could this property, if restored, one day become a permanent part of their royal estate, serving as a home for the royal children as they grow older? Or does the decaying lodge hold secrets that the royal family prefers to keep hidden? What sets the Prince and Princess of Wales apart from their predecessors is not only their decision to step away from the high-profile life of London but also their approach to parenting. The couple has made it clear that their primary goal is to raise their children in a stable, nurturing environment, free from the pressures that typically accompany royal life. One of the most striking elements of their parenting philosophy is the strict rule of no shouting. In an age where royal families are often criticized for being emotionally distant and detached, William and Catherine have embraced a more compassionate and child-centric approach. They have chosen to foster an environment of open communication with their children, emphasizing the importance of talking through emotions, understanding each other, and resolving conflicts without raising their voices. This rule of no shouting is not just a guideline for their children but also applies to William and Catherine themselves. When disagreements arise, they prioritize calm discussions over disciplinary actions rooted in anger or frustration. This approach, they believe, ensures that their children grow up feeling valued and heard, rather than intimidated or dismissed. Even in moments of tension, the couple uses what they call the chat sofa to guide their children through their feelings. This strategy allows for one-on-one discussions, helping the children process their emotions in a healthy and supportive way. By offering a space for reflection and communication, William and Catherine aim to teach their children the importance of emotional intelligence, something they hope will serve them well as they eventually assume their roles within the royal family. William and Catherine's decision to embrace a simpler lifestyle, along with their progressive parenting techniques, indicates that the monarchy may be undergoing a quiet but profound transformation. Their move to Windsor, their embrace of privacy, and their commitment to raising a new generation of royals with empathy and understanding mark a shift from the royal traditions that have long dominated the family. In many ways, this shift represents the evolution of the monarchy itself. As the world changes, so too must the British royal family. The rigid structure of tradition, the expectation to live by the rules of a bygone era, is slowly being replaced by a more modern, approachable version of royalty, one that resonates with the public in new and unexpected ways. By choosing a life of simplicity, the Prince and Princess of Wales are signaling to the world that the monarchy does not need to be defined by its grandeur, but by its capacity to adapt, to evolve, and to serve as a source of comfort and connection for the people it represents. The shift to a quieter, more reflective lifestyle is not without its challenges. With the demands of public service and the constant pressure of being in the public eye, it remains to be seen how William and Catherine will navigate this balance. Yet, there is hope that their approach will offer a new blueprint for the monarchy, one that aligns with the values of today's world: empathy, authenticity, and a genuine desire to make a difference. The decision to leave Kensington Palace behind, to embrace the quietude of Windsor, and to focus on raising their family with emotional intelligence, is more than just a lifestyle change for the Prince and Princess of Wales. It is a reflection of the values they wish to pass down to the next generation, and an indication of what the monarchy of the future may look like. As the family prepares for their roles as the future king and queen consort, one thing remains clear: the winds of change are blowing through the House of Windsor. Whether this new direction will be embraced by the public and the rest of the royal family remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the monarchy is evolving. And with it, so too will the legacy of Prince William and Princess Catherine.